Watch your mouth, son. I mean, daughter? He? She? It? And so, another clash ends not in a knockout, not in a submission, but with the near eradication of an unwitting participant. The Biden imperial bodyguard continually scanned the airwaves for evidence of someone deliberately and with callous, premeditated forethought misgendering anyone. Anyone! So, here we are, in some sort of post-nuclear confused world where double speak is on the verge of being rendered extinct by quadruple speak. Yes, George Orwell is probably shaking his head in disgust as he watches what's unfolding in the world today. The subject matter of today's vlog is, as if you hadn't already guessed, related to a tweet about this person. Yes, now, did you notice how I deftly avoided the trap that would upset the Twitterati? Yes, I used the word person, which, as far as I'm aware, is not on the list of banned words no longer acceptable in Western society and media. So this person, this is the person, did it again. This is the person who has been appointed Assistant Secretary of Health by Joe Biden. Well, obviously not by Biden himself, he's too confused for that. No. Somebody else decided for Joe, obviously, and this leads us, in a slightly roundabout way, to the news of the day. A tweet from, wait for it, yes, a tweet from an organisation called The Daily Citizen has fallen foul of the imperial bodyguard of the phenomenally confused, also known as the transgender community, by, wait for it, yes, by referring to a man as, wait for it, a man! Jesus, Mary, Joseph and Keith the Shepherd. Yes, you heard me right the first time. The Daily Citizen has been locked out of Twitter for a tweet which included the following sentence. Dr. Levine is a transgender woman. That is, a man who believes he is a woman. And that sentence was enough to blow the Twitter fuse. Always on the alert for people using terms and expressions that someone, somewhere, possibly now, possibly only many years after all life in the galaxy has ceased to exist, might be offended by, Twitter jumped in with all the elegance and grace of a drunken toddler endeavouring to eat spinach furzolek with both hands tied behind their back. According to Twitter, the tweet broke the rule regarding hateful conduct. Well, now, what can you say to that? Well, for a start, we could point out that for all the changes Levine has or has not had done, at base level, his chromosomes are male. So, well, if his very DNA is male, then surely that means that he is a man. Albeit one who's grown his hair and, I presume, allowed someone to hack away at the tender bits he keeps or kept in his boxers.
If more people could just see a sex change operation, they would know how perfectly natural it is. The first thing I'm going to do is slice your balls.
All right, now, no doubt there are people out there who would argue until the cows come home that having your balls hacked off prior to having your prick sliced up the middle, turned inside out and stuffed up yourself before having your chicken skin sporran fashioned into a set of Niki Lauda lugs is, in essence, the same as being born with female DNA. Let it go, people, let it go. That's one issue, and one which will run like a roadrunner on speed for many a moon. There's another issue here, a more general, potentially more important issue. What this, incidentally Christian group wrote was factually correct. Whatever Dr. Levine thinks, his DNA is male and so he's a man with cosmetic alterations. But he's a man. That's the truth, and it was deleted because it didn't fit in with the worldview that the Luftwaffe have decided is appropriate. Erwin Nagy, a Hungarian philosopher and writer, knows exactly what this is like. A while back, he quoted two passages from a book written by George Soros. Facebook blocked his post, meditated on things for a while, and then deleted the post stating that the information was false. But it wasn't. The post featured verbatim quotes from Soros, quotes that the Luftwaffe would prefer the world at large to ignore. Are we any closer to seeing a pattern emerging? Welcome to the future, Aldous. Hello, George.